Afternoon, everyone. It's November 16th. It's 3:15 p.m. Today's Friday. Our West Virginia gun season comes in this coming Monday, so this is my. A lot of people consider this the last weekend of bow hunt because we got 2 weeks of gun season, then we got a week of muzzleloading season, and we got several doe days and youth days. After that, there's a lot of gun hunters in the woods over the next month or so. I don't consider that because you can bow hunt till December 31st, and we can hunt on Sundays now. So technically, I still got about 7 weeks to hunt. I do have 3 bow tags to fill. I've got my hawk climbing tree stand on my back. I am on private land this evening. This is right across the road from my house. Like I said, it's 3:15 in the afternoon. I'm pretty blessed with the job I have. I work, unless we're working overtime, which we haven't worked any in quite a while. I work 6 to 2 Monday through Friday. So I'm usually home by 2:30 every day. So I come straight in, change my clothes, took a shower and scent-free soap, and I always keep my clothes, in scent-free boxes and stuff. I actually leave them sit out on my porch. And I go out on the porch and get dressed and rode the four-wheeler up here on the hill. And this evening, Monday was the last day I actually hunted, and that was Monday morning while I was up here. I parked the four-wheeler down here, this little edge of this little field down here, and I'm walking into the stand site. I am hunting on the very end of the property up here. I got my feeder up on the hill about 100 yards in front of me here. I'm going to switch my camera chip out. I got 3 cameras up here. I'm going to switch the chips out and look down while I'm up here. But there's a bedding area down here on the end of this, down next to the property line. And every year I seen bucks down there, and I actually seen one there, down there cruising back and forth Monday morning while I was in my ground blind. So I'm going to hunt down here in a tree stand. I've already got an oak tree picked out down here. Then I'm going to get in this evening. I'll be up here in about 15 minutes. I'm going to have about 2 hours or so to hunt tonight. And tomorrow morning I'm getting up here well before daylight. And I'll be hunting out of the same tree unless I get a nice buck tonight. And then I'll still be up here in the morning hunting over one of my feeders. Like I said, I still got 3 archery tags to fill this year. Bad news is I won't be filming any of my hunts. I had an action cam and a small handy cam, little camcorder. I actually had it strapped to my bow, or mounted on the front of my bow. I actually filmed me shooting that 6-point Monday, which, by the way, if you watch some other videos, I didn't find it. But for some reason, I can put the chip out of it into my chip reader, and I can watch the video on my phone, but I cannot transfer the video from the chip onto my phone. I don't have a laptop. For some reason, and I tried videoing things around the house. I tried changing batteries. I changed the chip out. I'm not sure what went on, but the camcorder will record. I can put the chip on my chip reader in my phone and watch the video, but I just cannot transfer it off that chip. It won't transfer the videos. I'm not sure. I've tried different chips. I've tried everything. So, till I get that figured out, might just be a little bit of footage of me tracking and finding it. And my action cam I had on my phone, I'm not sure what happened to it. It was a gift from me this past spring from my buddy. And I've actually filmed several things with it. And it worked great. And I actually filmed a little bit early in the season. And, not a lot of things I put on my videos, but I actually played around with it in the woods, different animals I wasn't going to shoot. And I just played around with it, and it worked. Well, the other day, about 2 weeks ago, I was on public land, had some does come out in front of me, and I was on video. Well, the power would come on, but every time I push record, nothing would record. Record wouldn't come on, but the power would. I thought, I didn't know what was wrong. Same thing. I had an extra battery for it. I changed the battery out in it. I tried several different chips. It takes microchips. I could not get it to do it. Then I ended up freaking breaking the chip off. The chip got stuck in it, so I ended up breaking it off in there. So that's pretty much done. But good thing is I found them on Amazon for about $40. Not sure with Christmas and everything coming, if I'm gonna be able to get one this year. But hopefully I'll get my camcorder going back. I'm up here at my feeder right now. I'm about 250 yards from the tree. I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna take my chip out of this camera right here real quick and go down there. And I've got 2 mock scrapes down here by the tree that I'm gonna be hunting in this evening. I got a camera on one of those. So I'm gonna check it real quick. And then I'm going to get up in the tree and hunt till dark. Like I said, if I don't get anything, I will be back here first thing in the morning, the same tree in the morning. Because it's usually a pretty good place this time of year. So one way or another, I'll hopefully give you a little update later this weekend if I don't have any footage of any pictures of me getting anything. I'll at least tell you how the weekend went before gun season starts. Thank you for watching. Good evening, everyone. It's Saturday, November 17th. It's about 5:20 right now. Just shot my first buck. It's my first buck in probably 3 or 4 years with a bow. Last night had a big deer come in behind me last night. It was almost dark. Didn't really get to see it. I'd seen when it turned and run back in the brush, but it sounded like a horse running through the woods, and it's by itself, so I'm pretty sure it was a buck. Hunted that same spot this morning. The only thing, I did some grunting and light rattling this morning. The only thing I got to come in was a little 3-inch spike. I saw a mature doe about mid-morning. She had a young one with her, so she got within about 40 yards, and I was thinking about shooting her. She got my wind and left. So I decided to hunt this other stand. This evening I checked this camera yesterday, and there's been almost no action on it. Well, I went in the stand probably 45 minutes to an hour. 2 yearling does come in. I was debating pretty hard on whether to take one of them or not. One of them went all the way up the hill yet, and they caught my wind spooked, so they took off. About 30, 45 minutes later, here come that same spike. I'm pretty sure it's the same one, 2 or 3-inch horns. He come in off the hill and stopped at 15 yards from me. And I had my bow in my hand. I was ready to shoot, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I know there's a little bit better bucks in here. And our gun season starts Monday. And I was like, well, he got down behind me and got where the doe, the first doe was that winded me, and he winded me and took off down the hill. And then, about 30 minutes later, I heard something down the hill snorting and blowing at me. Probably a doe. And about 5 minutes later, I heard coming off the hill, and here this guy come. So I did hit him a little bit high. I had put a second arrow in him, but he didn't go anywhere. And I probably got about 10 or 15 minutes of daylight left, so I'm gonna drag him away from my feeder here. I'm gonna drag him out the road here a couple 100 yards and get him over the hill. But he's a small buck, but he is very, very unique buck. Not sure what happened to this fella, but once I saw him, my son actually missed this buck with his crossbow about 3 weeks ago. But I'll flip the camera around here and let you see him. Like I says, I'm tickled to death. And here he is, and if you can tell, he's got an abnormal point. Goes down his side right here and still got some dried velvet on him. Big knot right there above his eye. I don't even know if he could even see out of that eye or not. But this side right here, probably about a 4-inch spike or so. Comes straight up the top of the side of his head. He showed up on my mineral sights back in about midsummer, and I have mineral sights just there on the hill right there a little bit. He showed up on this one. He was here the whole time. And about the 1st of September, he disappeared off camera. And then he showed back up right about the time hunting season, started showing back up on the feeders. And I had an encounter with him last week. One evening, he was coming in. I was in the blind, and I was going to shoot him that evening. And I don't know, a squirrel or something started carrying on and spooked him, and he took off. Like I said, I did shoot him a little bit high. I flipped him over on the other side because it's pretty bad. But he broke my arrow off. My broadhead's still inside there, double cross, NAP double cross. It did break my arrow off. Gold tip arrows, he broke it off. So I gotta be careful getting him out. But I did put another arrow in pretty quick, and he went down, and he didn't last too long. By the time I got out of the tree, he was pretty much expired. So just a real unique buck. Somebody told me that he was inbred. The reason he looked like that, I don't know. Some had some kind of accident or what, but I just thought he was a real unique buck. And I am very, very blessed to have him. And my first buck with a bow in probably, I know, at least 3 years, if not 4. So pretty tickled to have him. And got gun season coming up Monday, and I have we can take 2 bucks with our gun, and plus I have a doe tag. So it's been a long season. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. So thanks for watching, and hope that I have some more footage coming up during gun season.